Next act. Okay, next act, the only female on the bill tonight. This young girl is a top comedian. She sings, she dances, but more importantly, she can cook. Fiona Redwood!
He didn't also tell you about my singing vagina, but that's also another topic for another time. How are we? We okay? We alright? Bit better? Not that any of you fuckers asked, but I'm not all that great. Bit nervous, a bit anxious, because I'm pretty sure I saw a kidnapping on my way here. I think it's okay though. I think it might be okay because he had world's best dad stitched into his balaclava, so wherever she is, she's in good hands. I'm here to talk to you, whether you like it or not, for about 5 minutes, and I want to talk to you about embarrassment. Because embarrassment has followed me from one stage of my life to the next, much like a hungry hooker following a trail of tasty, tasty crack. It comes with me wherever I go. I was introduced to embarrassment at quite an early age. I, like most of you, I assume, was given the birds and the bees talk by my mum. I was sat down and explained, and she had a woman's book that she showed me. And I'm not assuming that my mum came to your houses. I don't think she was on a crusade at any stage. Just want to make that clear while we're here. And I thought I was out of the woods. I thought, oh, that's fine, I'm 12, out of the way. But it came back to haunt me 4 years later. On my actual 16th birthday, I went to school in the morning, went into registration, and the teacher goes, right, okay, kids, that's you all signed in. Just to let you know, all 4th, 5th, and 6th years, so my whole peer group, are required in the gymnasium for a special day. So I went along, I met up with my friends from some other years, and we sat down on the wooden floor, by the way. See if you turned up for a meeting as an adult and they went, yeah, just have a seat. You'd be like, oh, fuck yourself, I'm not sitting on the wooden... Jesus Christ, I don't know why we expect young adults to do it. But we turned up and I was trying to work out what the crack was, until I see my dad walk into the gymnasium. He was a teacher, don't worry, he wasn't just turning it into like a school shooting or something. It wasn't that bad. And he turned to the whiteboard at the front of the whole gymnasium and proceeded to write the words, Sexual Health Day! Sexual Health Day! Dear old Daddy-O is about to give a sex talk to every single fucking person I know in this whole entire world. Happy 16th birthday! Now, if I'd grown up in America, I reasoned that I would have turned to my right, to my best friend, and she would have gone, don't you worry, Fiona, don't you worry, we're going to be with you, not going to let them get this down. In a slightly more convincing American accent, I'd give you a bit, you know. And I would turn to my left side, and my best friend would go, oh, don't you worry, we're with you, we're with you. I grew up in the Highlands of fucking Scotland, and I turned to my right, and my dear friend of many years said, Redwood, you're going down. And I turned to my left, and he was already, with his hand in the air, asking my father to spell vaginal discharge. 5 times. 5 times he corrected the pronunciation, he made it right up on the whiteboard. It was just the worst day of my life, I thought. Because when you get older, you create embarrassment for yourself. It's not other people. It's not your dad turning up and doing sexual health talks at your work. I mean, that just doesn't happen. Booze comes into the mix and you embarrass yourself. So a couple of years ago, when 10 tequila shots was reasonable Tuesday night drinking, that's how long ago this was. I was in the club, I was getting on down, 3 tequila shots, I was doing fine. Another 3 tequila shots, doing a little bit worse, but okay. Another 3 tequila shots, and in he walks. Oh my word, and he walks, man of my dreams. Which, let's face it, after 10 tequila shots is a slightly loose term. I believe he made the first move by coming up behind me, pulling my hair and saying, get your coat, love, you've pulled. So I was like, butter on toast, oh hell yeah. How could you resist such a sweet talker? And so we went back to his room that he letted. Room? No bathroom. I'm sorry. Anyway, and we laid on his futon without cases on it. Like it was just cushions. It wasn't like cushion cases. It had that weird sort of stains that you don't quite recognise and you wouldn't want to know. Like you really wouldn't want to know. Because you're first like, oh, what's that? Oh, well, I'm glad I don't know. We're lying there, and for a man who'd had upwards of 10 pints of cider, he was doing alright. He was doing okay. He was giving it the best he got. I, on the other hand, had 10 tequila slammers and was giving the best show of my fucking life. I was like, this close to an Oscar. This close. I'm like, oh, you're so big. Oh, you're so hard. Oh, that's my ass. I was given the good stuff. Then, all of a sudden, he starts to gather up the pace. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, finally, let's get this show moving. I'd counted all of his ceiling tiles by that point, so I was kind of stuck and glad everything was coming to a resolution. And he gets faster, and I care less about what I look like. And all of a sudden, he stares at the ceiling and shouts at the top of his lungs, "Homina, homina, homina, homina!" Now, take myself out of this situation, I had two choices. I could let embarrassment rule my life. I could get up, put my clothes on, get the bus home, and Brillo pad the shame away. That was option one. And option two was to stop letting embarrassment get to me, stop letting it rule my life. Fuck it. I can sleep with whoever I want. I'm a fucking grown-ass woman. I can sleep with trolls if I want to. Who's to judge me? Fuck you, bus driver. So I chose option two. And ladies and gentlemen, I went and I looked him straight in the eye and I fucking high-fived. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a lovely evening. You've been very
Oh, thank you. Sorry, give me 2 seconds and I'll give you. I really